I know everybody's working a lot, and I know you guys got a lot of things going on, and I appreciate you coming in and participating, okay? We have a guest speaker today, very special lady, Senator Paula Hicks-Hudson. She has a few words for you, okay?
Try to eat. No, well, I told her I was going to talk and eat at the same time, although I'm not very good at that. But first of all, I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
We were talking back in November.
Yes.
We were talking in November about coming together and just trying to give you young women, I'm not going to call you ladies or girls, but I'm going to call you women, because that denotes a level of strength. It denotes a level of accomplishment, and to me it is so much more important for us to recognize and to step into our womanhoodness, if that's such a word. But in any event, I went out to the Carpenters for one of their days where they bring people in and you can see all the good stuff that they do. And I came across a number of women in the pink hard hats. And I was like, this is really cool. But in talking with those two women, I really learned about how each and every one of you're standing next to, probably in front of at some time, helping the brothers to build this country. And that is a major accomplishment. And so I was like, wow, so what can I do to help you be even more successful? Because I know about, the trades. I know a little bit about OSHA. I know a little bit about, how to do certain things. But the work that you do, that you are skilled women who are part of building this country. And I don't think a lot of people get that or understand that. I'm in Columbus. I just got elected to the Senate. For 4 years, I served those of you who lived in District 44, which was mostly, it was all on East, it was Old Weston, Central City. I had the University of Toledo, I had the Medical College, those areas in my district. Now I serve all but that area. I serve, gerrymandering gutted my district. So I now serve Lucas County, except like right now we're not in my district. My district is now Oregon, Sylvania Township, going west to Monclova, Maumee, Sylvania, maybe a little bit of South Toledo, and just barely where I live in Old Weston, just barely. And so I don't know if any of you know Teresa Moore, who's with Laborers. So Teresa and I went to a meeting last night. I bogarted a meeting. I do that all the time. And so we were driving home, and she said, I couldn't vote for you. I followed her till it was for me to turn off my street. And she kept going. She can't vote for me. And she lives probably less than 2 blocks from where I am. So the reason that I'm here is to talk to you about and to ask for your help. I want to talk to you about the whole, the political process and what's going on in Columbus and why it's important for you to know what is happening. And not be surprised and not be confused by the fact that some folks who say they are your friends and who come and talk a good talk, but it's really important to see whether or not we're walking that talk and that we're doing what we say we're going to do. And that includes, and I said we, that includes me as well. Because if you send me to Columbus and I forget why you sent me there, and I've seen it, we get lost up in the shuffle of being wined and dined by the special interest groups there. And in the end, if you're not careful, you'll find out that you're voting for something that doesn't work on the ground. And so a lot of times things will have to come back and we have to redo things. And then but it's so important that you pay attention. And when I say pay attention, it means that I know you're busy. You know, we do 6 million things before we go to bed. And we do 12 million before we get out of the house in the morning. Yeah, I mean, that's just our nature. But it's so important as part of your nature to figure out what's happening, not only on the national news. Someone asked me, about Biden's State of the State speech or whatever, State of the Union speech. I didn't watch it. I'll read it in the morning because it'll take me maybe 5 or 6 minutes to read what he took 20 or 30 minutes to say. Everybody jumping around, clapping and stuff like that. That's how, because we got 12 million things by time. But also, I don't really look at what the feds are doing because the state government is so freaking important to us. And I know a lot of you understand that, but in terms of education, it's the state's Board of Education that determines what the education will be. They're talking about, moving to what they call career tech versus like college curriculum. But what is that curriculum really going to look like? Is it going to really provide, the people that are going to come work beside you with the skills and the training that you get by going through your apprentice programs in your unions? And I keep asking the question, why are we having to build a new thing when you've got these apprenticeship programs in the unions? Why can't we support them? Why can't we make laws that will, it doesn't make sense to me, other than the fact that there's some other motives going on. And I won't get into all that, but it's more important that we need to be thoughtful in what's happening. You need to be thoughtful in who you're sending to Columbus. And being thoughtful, that means you know who the candidates are. And it's not just looking at the campaign slogans that, we send you all this stuff, during election time. You get every time you open up the mail, you get a flyer, or, you can't watch TV because all of the campaign literature and ads and stuff that's going on. So you have to get beneath it. All of you guys are leaders. Because I was listening a little bit to your conversation when I came in, and the questions you were asking and the discussion is about leadership. It's about how do you navigate each of your systems to be able to get what is necessary for the people that you're working with or what you're trying to do. And so that leadership requires not only that you're skilled in what you're doing, but that you understand the environment in which you're working. And that includes this political environment. They say politics is a dirty word. Politics is no different than you trying to get somebody to do something that you need them to do for you. It's the art of persuasion. And you've been persuading from the time you were born. The moment that you cried or you giggled, you got your way. And if we think about politics in that pure sense, it's not all this other crazy stuff that you see. It is making people agree with you and following what it is that you want them to do. And like I said, you guys are leaders in each and everything that you're doing. You're able to make it work. And you're making it work because you have skills. So what I need from you is I need you to help me do a better job. And what I mean by that, seriously, is what are the laws that we are passing? What are the things that we're doing that are either making it helpful for you or hurting you to be able to do what you need to do? I understand someone is pregnant.
So uncomfortable.
And she's so uncomfortable. And so we have, I'm working on legislation that may be able to help her in her uncomfortability, which is, it's called doula legislation, where, if you don't have, if you have your physician, you have all this other stuff, but if there was someone that can help you, that you could call and work with you that understands about, not all of us, but those of us who have been pregnant know that each pregnancy is different, that it's uncomfortable and things like that, and the doula can help you get through that.